confronted earlier this year by investigators from the Miami-Dade Commission on Ethics. But he denied claims he whipped out a city parking placard, said he was conducting an official investigation, and shouted, "I am the law," at an employee who challenged him. Carollo also disputed testimony from 3 witnesses that he accused the parking attendant of working for a millionaire, namely, Bill Fuller. Now a new video suggests Carollo lied to investigators. New Times obtained 2 7-second clips from a witness who says he was riding in a GMC Terrain that night when Carollo was caught idling outside the Little Havana valet parking lot. The source, who requested anonymity for fear of reprisal from Carollo, says the clip, which begins in the middle of a heated Spanish-language argument, shows Carollo arguing with a ball. The video does not show any faces, but it clearly includes Carollo's voice. In the middle of the argument, Carollo shouts, "Pero trabajando con un millonario." The content of Carollo comments to the parking attendant that night became an issue for county investigators after Fuller filed an ethics complaint this past March. The Little Havana property owner complained that Carollo was illegally using code enforcement agents and other city employees to target his businesses, all because Fuller had let Carollo's 2017 election opponent, Alfie Leon, hold a campaign rally on one of the balls. Carollo, a former mayor long known as one of Miami's most outlandish politicians, denies the accusation and instead claims he's simply trying to rid Little Havana of corrupt businessmen trying to gentrify and de-Latinize Little Havana. Carollo has a long history of using code enforcement to attack enemies while accusing others of being fat cats and/or communists. He has also alleged without evidence that Fuller has ties to Cuban and Venezuelan militants and money launderers. Fuller says those claims are libelous. Fuller withdrew his ethics complaint against Carollo in August and now claims he might instead file a civil or criminal complaint against the commissioner. The County Ethics Commission has filed no complaints against Carollo but has released a 38-page investigative summary, which included interviews with 24 people. During an interview with investigators in April, Carollo said he did not accuse the valet of working for a millionaire, even though 3 witnesses told the ethics board the exchange happened. Carollo denied telling the valet that he, the valet, worked for a millionaire, the ethics board wrote in its close-out memo. New Times provided Carollo and his lawyer Ben Kino with copies of the videos Friday. Neither responded to the messages. The source who provided the footage says Carollo often encouraged his employees to film him while he drove around Little Havana looking for code violations. He believed the video evidence would help him force the city to take action. In this case, the footage could backfire on Carollo. It appears to confirm at least one event the commissioner claimed never happened. But it's unclear the consequences Carollo could face for lying. Though the Ethics Commission sometimes interviews witnesses under oath, the commissioner's interview with ethics investigators, including then-Chief Joe Centurino, was considered an informal chat. Carollo could face more serious consequences from other testimony to the board, though. As New Times reported earlier this week, 2 county employees testified Carollo directly ordered them to look into code violations, a move that would break city law. If state prosecutors took up the case, the commissioner could face a $500 criminal fine, removal from office, or even 60 days in jail. This is not the first time he has been accused of not being truthful. Stephen Miro, Carollo's former aide, told investigators that, after Fuller filed his ethics complaint, Carollo pressured Murillo to lie by saying Fuller's properties had been the subject of numerous, anonymous code complaints. Carollo has never responded to New Times' repeated requests for comment on the subject, but the commissioner told the Miami Herald that Miro is a liar. Miro also claims he was fired for reporting illegal campaign expenditures to law enforcement. Carollo, instead, claims Miro was fired for sexual harassment. "Joe wanted me to say there were anonymous complaints, and there were none," Miro said, adding Carollo tried to coerce him into saying something that was totally not true.